All right, so this is me working out 10 weeks post radial head fracture. And for those who don't know what a radial head fracture is, it's an injury in the elbow area, and it was essentially, it had a really bad break in it. So I've just been easing back into the weights. So I'm currently training my left arm, which is my injured arm, and I'm going quite light. I'm just trying to strengthen the bone up. So this injury, it's been a relatively significant setback in my training, to the point that, you know, over the past 10 weeks, I haven't been able to train my left arm. So I've been working out my right side, been doing heavy presses with one arm, heavy lat pull downs with one arm, but my left arm has been pretty much untrained throughout this entire 10 weeks so far. So the next 2 weeks, that'll look like progressively increasing the weight for dumbbell press and probably some in rows as well. I'll try and increase by a couple kilos each week to build a bit of strength back in the arm. Now, it would have been quite easy when I initially broke my left elbow to not go to the gym at all. And I did have those thoughts initially where I thought, what's the point? I can only train one side of my body. But I tried to ignore those thoughts, and I still tried to go to the gym and train that right hand side of my body. And I feel like that those moments where you still show up even where you don't feel like it, that's where you build your discipline. Because I find when you start missing a few workouts and then that starts to continue, you know, 1 week leads to the next week where you haven't gone to the gym, and then that week leads to another week, and before you know it, you haven't been to the gym in a whole month. So I think the whole point of what I'm trying to say is it's important to keep up that consistency regardless of what the workout looks like. Even if you only show up to the gym for 10 minutes, it's about keeping that habit moving in the right direction and not letting yourself off, and you know, so you keep on pushing. Anyway, I'm excited to get back into my training. I'm excited to set some new goals with what I want to achieve with, you know, with strength goals and physique goals. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to pushing myself a little bit more over the coming weeks and building up again. And I suppose if this video helps anyone you might have had an injury and you're considering whether it's worth training while you're injured, just do something and keep the momentum going, because the time passes anyway. So yeah, keep that momentum going in the right direction and don't let yourself off, because when you let yourself off, that's when those missed days in the gym can begin to accumulate. I suppose it's like any habit in life though, even with, you know, those who have been following me, I talk a lot about releasing on your goals to get rid of resistance so you can move towards your goals easier. If you miss out a few days on your releasing, that will accumulate that will likely accumulate as well, because you don't have that momentum.